Hello and welcome back to the Immortal News family. In today's heartfelt video, we bring to you the latest updates on the passing of some truly remarkable individuals within the last 24 hours. As a part of the Immortal News family, we are committed to honoring and remembering those who have made a lasting impact in our lives and the world. If this video touches your heart, or if the stories of these extraordinary people have moved you, please show your respect and remembrance by giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you for joining us in this moment of reflection and tribute. Number 10. Ben Lanzarone, a renowned American composer recognized for his contributions to legendary television shows and his fight with lung cancer, passed away at the age of 85. His music, which served as a soundtrack for many lives, resonated with listeners through classic songs in The Love Boat, Happy Days, and Dynasty, among others. His work identified a period while also bringing joy and nostalgia to people of all ages. His marriage to actress Eileen Graff lasted over 45 years, and his personal life was as peaceful as his compositions. They enjoyed a life full of love, music, and creativity, demonstrating their long-lasting connection both on and off stage. Eileen Graff, recalling her late husband, expressed thanks for the quiet hours preceding his death, emphasizing the strong link they had. His legacy lives on through his music, which continues to play an important role in American pop culture. In 1986, he received the ASCAP Most Performed Underscore Award, recognizing his major contributions to the music industry. Ben is survived by his wife Eileen and daughter Nika, and his memory lives on in the songs that have become part of our cultural memory. Looking back on his lengthy career, colleagues and admirers alike recall Ben as a visionary composer whose work transcended time. His ability to capture the essence of each show's theme, combined with his creative musical techniques, earned him a prestigious place in the history of television music. Ben Lanzarone has received tributes from everyone who have been impacted by his music, honoring a life as melodious as the works he has left behind. His achievements to television and music will be remembered indefinitely, ensuring that his legacy continues to inspire future generations. Tributes to Ben Lanzarone. Number 9. Rita McKenzie, an acclaimed actress and singer, passed away at the age of 76 after battling a long illness. Renowned for her portrayal of Ethel Merman in the celebrated one-woman show Ethel Merman's Broadway, her performance became a cornerstone in theatrical history, illustrating her extraordinary talent and passion for the stage. She was best recognized for her powerful voice and passionate stage presence, and she brought to life the spirit of Merman, a Broadway great famed for her appearances in classics like Anything Goes and Gypsy. Her performance in what is regarded as the longest-running one-woman show in theater history demonstrated her tremendous talent and commitment to the arts. Born in Woodbridge Township, New Jersey, her career has included prominent roles in musicals, significant television appearances, and contributions to symphonic orchestras. She received recognition for her appearances in the United States, Europe, and Asia, where she captivated audiences with her renditions of legendary tunes like There's No Business Like Show Business. Her impact goes beyond her roles on stage and television. She was a mentor and friend to many in the business, known for her kindness, wit, and wisdom. In a statement, Rupert Holmes praised her important contributions to the theater industry, praising her as a savvy theatrical pro, whose insights were critical to the success of his productions. She is survived by her husband, children, grandchildren, and siblings. Her memory lives on via her family and the countless people she touched with her talent. Her death is a sad loss to the entertainment industry, but her legacy as a magnificent performer and person will be loved forever. Tributes to Rita McKenzie. Number 8. Greg Hinz, HELIX's longtime drummer, passed away at the age of 68 following a nearly year-long fight with an illness, leaving a deep legacy in the rock music industry. He joined HELIX in 1982 and was a key element of the band's rise to popularity, contributing to their success for nearly 4 decades with his distinct drumming style and everlasting passion for music. His time with HELIX saw him grow into more than just a drummer. He was a beloved brother to his colleagues and a captivating character whose wit and resilience brightened the lives of everyone around him. Despite considerable hurdles, including a severe injury from a fall, his fortitude and commitment to his profession remained unwavering, demonstrating his dedication to performing and creating music that resonated with people around the world. Beyond the stage, his presence was fascinating, frequently being the life of the party and leaving an indelible effect on everyone he encountered. His ability to bring comedy and light to even the most serious situations reflected his character and endeared him to both fans and friends. As accolades roll in, it's evident that his influence on the music industry and the lives of those who knew him will be remembered for many years to come. His contributions to HELIX and the rock genre as a whole have cemented his reputation as one of the great rock drummers, inspiring numerous musicians and fans. HELIX's leader, Brian Vollmer, captured the collective pain and appreciation by emphasizing his important sacrifices and contributions to music. As we remember Greg Fritz Hinz, we honor a life committed to the joy of music, the bonds of friendship, and the spirit of perseverance. Tributes to Greg Hinz. Number 7. Welcome Wade Wilson Sr., who passed away at the age of 95 on February 16, 2024, is remembered as a pioneering figure in Texas real estate as well as a significant benefactor to higher education and public service. As chairman of the Welcome Group, he oversaw the construction of 5 million square feet of industrial and manufacturing facilities throughout Texas, proving his vision and commitment to economic development. His dedication to education, as indicated by his tenure on the Board of Regents of the University of Houston system and multiple alumnus awards, indicates a genuine belief in education's ability to improve lives. His early life, highlighted by his graduation from the University of Houston and instant engagement to the university's community, laid the groundwork for a career marked by leadership and service. His accolades and accomplishments, including the Distinguished Alumnus Award from both the University of Houston and Texas Southmost College, as well as his induction as a legend and honoree by the Texas Corporate Hall of Fame, demonstrate his influence in both the academic and corporate sectors. He served under Presidents Eisenhower and Kennedy, and was honored with the Arthur S. Fleming Award for his excellent accomplishments. His work as Special Ambassador to Nicaragua, as well as his attendance at pivotal periods in American history such as the atomic and hydrogen bomb testing, show a life dedicated to his country. His legacy lives on not only in the buildings he built or the honors he received, but also in the numerous lives he impacted via his service to his town, state, and country. Tributes to Welcome Wade Wilson, Sr. Number 6. Rika Haka, a Finnish soprano who delighted audiences around the world with her extraordinary talent and passion for opera, passed away at the age of 61 after a courageous struggle with a brain tumor. For over 2 decades, she has been a valued member of the Finnish National Opera, performing in 35 countries and 4 continents alongside illustrious artists such as Placido Domingo, and under the baton of renowned conductors such as Hannu Lintu and Paavo Järvi. Her performance of Violetta in La Traviata became a defining role, leaving an everlasting impact on opera houses from Helsinki to the Bolshoi. Her commitment to music went beyond performance. She was a pioneer in premiering modern compositions and was actively involved in developing the next generation of talent through her participation in different international singing competitions. The Ehrenberger Operntage Festival, founded in Germany, demonstrated her versatility and commitment to the arts, as she served not only as an artistic director but also as a scriptwriter and stage director. Her family's message captures the elegance with which she confronted her final trial, surrounded by affection and grateful for a life abundantly spent via music. As we grieve her loss, we also honor Rika Haka's illuminating legacy, a beacon of artistic excellence, courage, and joy that will continue to inspire. Tributes to Rika Haka. Number 5. Anjana Balmi, a famous personality in Bengali cinema, passed away at the age of 79 after suffering health concerns. She was taken to a private hospital on February 16th with respiratory issues and had previously battled geriatric challenges. She is recognized for her fascinating performances from the 1960s to the 1980s, leaving an everlasting stamp on the industry with roles in masterpieces such as Nishabasar, Pratham Basanta, and many others. Her legacy extends beyond her filmography. In 2012, the West Bengal government awarded her the Bisesh Chalachitra Puraskar for her contributions to cinema. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee expressed her grief, saying her passing leaves an irreplaceable vacuum. Banerjee lauded her notable roles and expressed sympathy to her family, friends, and admirers. Anjana's amazing cinema career began with her debut in Anustup Chanda in 1964, and she swiftly rose to stardom, becoming a household name. Her powerful performances with stalwarts such as Uttam Kumar and Sumitra Chatterjee captivated audiences, cementing her status as a beloved Bengali cinema star. Her artistic talent and substantial impact on the film business will be remembered forever. As we honor her life and accomplishments, we also reflect on the joy and inspiration she offered to so many. Tributes to Anjana Balmi. Number 4. Charles Daniel Ferris, a prominent American lawyer and government officer, passed away at the age of 90. His contributions to American society were significant, with key roles in the passage of important laws such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Voting Rights Act of 1965, and Lyndon Johnson's Great Society programs. Ferris's reputation is defined not just by his legislative accomplishments, but also by his term as chairman of the Federal Communications Commission under President Jimmy Carter, during which he spearheaded a countrywide telecommunications deregulation program. Born in Boston, Massachusetts, he rose from research physicist to a significant player in American politics and law, exemplifying a life of public service and creativity. His work on the Senate Democratic Policy Committee and as general counsel to Speaker of the House Tip O'Neill demonstrated his legal expertise and commitment to justice. At the FCC, his change in emphasis from legal and technical issues to economic considerations created the framework for future telecommunications regulation. Beyond his professional accomplishments, his personal life was centered on family. He is survived by his wife Patricia and daughters Caroline and Sabrina. His death marks the loss of not only a former government official, but also of a visionary who helped define the path of American history through his advocacy for civil rights and deregulation. Tributes to Charles Daniel Ferris. Number 3. Ruben Jackson, a one-of-a-kind poet, DJ, jazz scholar, and beloved teacher, passed away at the age of 67 from a recent stroke. Born in Georgia and raised in Washington, D.C., his life was a colorful tapestry of music, poetry, and education. His relationship to Vermont was deep, beginning with his undergraduate days at Goddard College and continuing through his influential years hosting Friday Night Jazz on Vermont Public Radio. Jackson's legacy includes not just his public accomplishments, but also the personal touches he left on people around him. Lou Mulvaney Stanak recalled his early days on radio, emphasizing his captivating personality and enthusiasm for the medium. Peter Engish, an engineer at Vermont Public, remembers Jackson for his deep, velvety voice and ability to blend jazz with a hint of mischief, including recordings by Jimi Hendrix and Earth, Wind and Fire. Aside from his voice and extensive knowledge of jazz, Jackson was admired for his enormous heart and ability to connect intimately with people, making every experience with him memorable. His devotion to spreading his love of jazz and poetry extended beyond the airwaves. He encouraged young authors and artists, giving them the confidence to discover their own voices. His work as a poet and music critic, which included contributions to The Washington Post and NPR's All Things Considered, cemented his status as a cultural landmark. Molly Stone, a close friend and artistic director at Catamount Arts, described Jackson's thoughtful approach to life, considering each encounter as a poem. She shared his concerns about the grieving process and encouraged others who loved him to cherish and honor his memory outside of conventional conventions. Ruben Jackson's passing has left an empty space in the hearts of all who knew, loved, and were inspired by him. His life was full of varied experiences, distinguished by an unrelenting love of the arts and a strong commitment to community and connection. Tributes to Ruben Jackson. Number 2. Alan Wilson, who passed away at the age of 68, was a distinguished British Anglican bishop, known for his service as the area Bishop of Buckingham in the Diocese of Oxford from October 2003 until his untimely departure. Born on March 27, 1955 in Edinburgh, Scotland, his journey from St. John's College, Cambridge to ordination and beyond reflected a life dedicated to faith, education, and social justice. Throughout his ordained ministry, he served with humility and distinction in a variety of roles, including prison chaplaincy and vicar, demonstrating his devotion to community service and advocacy for change. Notably, his episcopal ministry was distinguished by a bold pursuit of inclusion within the Church of England. His campaign for change, particularly his support for the prayers of love and faith, demonstrated his commitment to a more inclusive and compassionate church. His legacy includes not just his ecclesiastical accomplishments, but also the significant impression he had on those around him. Wilson is remembered for his caring leadership and progressive ideals, and his efforts have resulted in a church that is more open to conversation and reform. His death is a loss not only for his family, his wife Lucy and their 5 adult children, but for everyone who was inspired by his dedication to faith and equality. His life teaches us that transformation requires courage and constancy. In a society that is often divided, his work to promote inclusion and understanding within the Anglican Church serves as a beacon of hope. Tributes to Alan Wilson.
Today's top headlines. News 1. In a tragic turn of events, a Virginia home explosion claimed the life of a firefighter and injured several others. The incident, which occurred in Sterling, Loudoun County, was linked to a 500-gallon underground propane tank leaking gas. Firefighters responded to a call about a gas leak when the explosion happened, causing widespread devastation and propelling debris across the neighborhood. Among the injured, 4 first responders are still hospitalized. The community mourns the loss of firefighter Trevor Brown, 45, a dedicated member of the Sterling Volunteer Fire Company. Authorities are investigating the cause, with a focus on the propane leak. News 2. Vice President Kamala Harris has voiced her concerns over the reported death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, labeling it a stark indication of Vladimir Putin's harsh regime. During the Munich Security Conference in Germany, Harris highlighted the seriousness of the situation, emphasizing that if the reports are confirmed, it directly points to Russia's accountability. Navalny, who had been serving time in a Russian prison under disputed charges, is a symbol of the intense scrutiny between the U.S. and Russia. This development marks a critical moment in international relations, showcasing the ongoing struggle for human rights and the global community's response to autocratic actions. News 3. Former President Jimmy Carter, despite a year in hospice care, exemplifies unyielding spirit, as shared by grandson Jason Carter. Born in 1924 with humble beginnings, Jimmy Carter's life journey mirrors his steadfast principles: faith, human dignity, equality, and love for one's neighbor. Overcoming health challenges, including 5 melanoma tumors, his dedication to peace, human rights, and alleviating suffering through the Carter Center's efforts remains unwavering. Celebrating 77 years of marriage and witnessing global affection with nearly 20,000 birthday wishes from over 100 countries, Carter's legacy continues to inspire. News 4. Hollywood star Robert Downey Jr. clinched the Best Supporting Actor award at the BAFTAs for his role in Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan. In a heartfelt acceptance, Downey Jr. lauded Nolan's influence on his performance. The film, a biopic of J. Robert Oppenheimer, also secured wins in cinematography and editing, showcasing its cinematic excellence. Co-star Davine, Joy Randolph won Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers, emphasizing the significance of her role. Both actors are now in the spotlight for the upcoming Oscars. The event also highlighted winners across various categories, including Anatomy of a Fall for Original Screenplay. News 5. Award-winning actress Samantha Morton, despite being celebrated for her remarkable contributions to film and television, has faced significant personal challenges throughout her life. From a tumultuous childhood marked by time in foster care and exposure to domestic abuse, to her own health scares including a life-threatening stroke, Morton's journey has been fraught with adversity. Yet her resilience shines through her work, particularly in roles that reflect her own experiences of hardship and survival. As she prepares to receive the prestigious BAFTA Fellowship, Morton's story serves as a powerful reminder of the strength that lies in overcoming life's obstacles, underscoring her exceptional talent and indomitable spirit. News 6. Renowned TV presenter Trisha Goddard bravely reveals her battle with cancer has returned, marking a poignant moment as she shares her story publicly for the first time. Joined by her supportive husband Alan, Trisha opens up about her diagnosis of secondary breast cancer, which has now spread to her bones. Despite facing this daunting challenge, she remains determined to live life to the fullest, refusing to let the disease define her. Trisha's courage in speaking out aims to lessen the burden of secrecy and advocate for honesty and self-acceptance amidst adversity.
Number 1. Levon Tediashvili, who passed away at the age of 75, is remembered as one of the greatest wrestlers in the sport's history. Born on March 15, 1948 in Georgia, he rose to notoriety as a Soviet and Georgian wrestler, winning Olympic gold in freestyle wrestling in 1972 and 1976. From 1971 until 1976, he won an unprecedented number of freestyle wrestling and sambo matches, setting a standard for quality and commitment. His legacy went beyond the wrestling ring. He was a symbol of resilience and courage, born into a family shaped by World War II sacrifices. His journey from a child in a warrior family to an Olympic champion and acclaimed actor is a narrative of triumph over hardship. His film roles, particularly in Kareba de Gogia and the critically acclaimed Brighton Fourth, demonstrated his flexibility and charisma, gaining him praise and admiration from audiences around the world. Aside from his athletic and cinematic accomplishments, his commitment to his nation and its people was demonstrated by his participation in the Abkhazian War and his stint as a legislative delegate. His personal losses throughout the fight highlighted his great commitment to Georgia, demonstrating his character and patriotism. Levon Tediashvili was more than just an athlete. He was a hero both on and off the field. His legacy lives on in the hearts of people he inspired, the many athletes he influenced, and the communities he served. As we remember him, we celebrate not only his triumphs, but also the unbreakable spirit he personified. Tributes to Levon Tediashvili,